Panyaza Lesufi refuses to bow down to the crazy demands from the Democratic Alliance in Gauteng. Yet again, the ANC is dealing with the arrogance of the DA when it comes to appointing the Gauteng legislature. What is the ANC going to do? Can the ANC honestly dump the DA in Gauteng and continue with other parties? It's possible, but highly unlikely. I believe that tonight, after this postponement yet again from Panyaza will get a call from Cyril Ramaphosa calling him to order to remind him to bow down to the white masters. And tomorrow, we will get an announcement of the Gauteng legislature, and the DA will get exactly what they want.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Enenge, and we're back at it again with another one, and yet again another deadlock between the DA and the ANC. It's white arrogance. For me, I round it down to white arrogance. The DA simply choosing to place their demands so high that Panyaza is saying, man, to hell with these people. Remember, in Gauteng, we are looking at the ANC got 34%, and the DA got 27%, and the EFF obviously got 12%. Remember that 34% of the ANC got them 28 seats, and the 27% of the DA got them 22 seats, and the EFF got 12% with that 11 seats. And the ANC actually needs to find partners that can push them just beyond 41 seats. Then they can rule what you call the Gauteng province. They've already elected Panyaza as the premier. The DA has already backed the ANC in Gauteng. So Panyaza is the premier. So now the problem is how to appoint the MECs. Which MEC is in control of which portfolio? It's a difficult thing because in Gauteng we are looking at MECs that push portfolios and departments that are looking over millions, if not billions of rands. Gauteng is the biggest economy in the whole of Africa. The richest square mile in Africa is found in Gauteng. The city with the most millionaires is found in Gauteng. So it's a very big economy, and Gauteng directs how our country goes. What happens in Gauteng trickles down to what happens to the other provinces also. But white privilege continues, ladies and gentlemen. I want to play this clip, and I want you to hear the white arrogance. Why the ANC is putting themselves through this? Why? Why is the ANC choosing to ignore that they can just take the EFF because they don't want to work with the MK? They can take the EFF and the PA, and they will be beyond that 41 seats easily. EFF and another small party, even the parties with the small seats, I don't know. Why they keep on listening to the DA is beyond me. Listen to this arrogance of this former member of MP member of the DA.
There seems to be a crisis in Gauteng. You believe that it's small issues that are not insurmountable. This essentially can be resolved. Is that your view?
Well, Premier Panyaza Lesufi has forgotten that he's only the Premier because the DA voted for him. Firstly. Secondly, He's in the first stage of grief, which is denial that the voters rejected him and his party because they were unsatisfactory as the rulers of Gauteng over the last few years. And he needs to take those into account. The third thing is he's got 28 seats and the DA's got 22. And he mustn't now be greedy and try to grab far more than he's entitled to. The DA really wants to make Gauteng work and wants to make Lesufi look good for a change and our own people to look good. But the most important thing is to serve the people of this province.
In your view, if these two parties are unable to find each other, could it place the national government in jeopardy?
No, I don't think it would do that. The national government has set the tone and the example, and I'm quite sure that if Mr. Lesufi is unreasonable, the DA won't agree with him, and if he's unreasonable, President Ramaphosa will...
So what you heard from this old man, I'm sure racism is in his blood, that one, is what we're going to continuously hear from the DA throughout these next 3 years if this government of national confusion continues. They will keep on reminding the ANC that don't forget you are where you are because we took you there. We allowed you to be president. We allowed you to be premier. That is what the DA is going to continue doing. You heard it from Helen Ziller, you heard it from Tony Leon, you heard it from John Steenhuisen. They will continue to remind the ANC that without us, you are nothing. And we don't know the backdoor deals, the backroom deals that they have cut with the DA, with Cyril Ramaphosa, not with the ANC, because the ANC, even now, they are in fights. There are voice notes flying around that these people are fighting, Molindu, Sisulu, and all of those people. They are fighting on WhatsApp groups saying, what have we done? They want to wake up. And Panyaza is one of those people who never believed in coalition government. He said, God forbid that we go into a coalition state. We don't want a coalition state. But the DA is the white master that the ANC bows down to. And they refuse to see this fact. They refuse. They think they are in control. But how can you be in control when you cannot move, when you cannot move without the master telling you? I mean, how much more difficult is it to constitute a government of national confusion nationally than it is to do it provincially? You are announcing provincial legislature after the national cabinet has been announced. That means that there are serious problems in Gauteng. And the problems, I will tell you, does not only lie with the DA, it lies also with the thinking ability of Panyaza. Panyaza told us that he was engaging in negotiations. He does not love this thing of a coalition government, especially provincially. Listen to what Panyaza said. And guys, it's very important to listen to what these guys were saying before the elections, because that has not changed. Now they can pretend as if it has changed, but how Panyaza felt to the point of even wanting to write a book, busy writing a book about coalition, because it was hell for him going into negotiation for coalition and the experience that he got. He even said this to David Mashabela on the podcast. Listen to what Panyaza said, guys.
So what do you say then to coalition government? Because those who are predicting are saying we're likely to have a coalition set up.
God forbid, that's a disaster, Days.
Tell me your experience.
I preside over those, as people of Tswane. You come from Tswane.
I know. I've seen the Tswane before and after. Yeah.
And I'm not going to ask you so that I don't put, but you know the difference.
Huge.
You know the difference, Days. As people of Ekurhuleni, coalitions, Days, are by their own definition. It's party interest above the interest of our people. And I will not encourage any form of government that comes as a coalition. I see many people promoting a coalition of moonshot. I mean, we have got 13 presidents or head
13
leaders.
potential presidents.
Yeah.
Yes.
And everyone will have an interest. Who must be ambassador? Who must be a minister? Who must be DG? 13 to think they will take that decision in the interest of the country. They're not. Yeah. So I can tell you, if there is something that I've learned, and I'm even writing a book about, is coalitions, the do's and don'ts of them. They are bad days.
How do we
and
overcome
there are some
them?
people who, and for example, I led the negotiations on coalition in Gauteng, and I rely on what days. People that come to a podcast, people that do interviews. Hey, this one has an interest of people at heart. Let's go and work. Yo, days.
They're different.
They become greedy. They become, or credit card guy. That's how they are.
The company card.
So
sure.
I don't mind any government, but if it's coalition government, I can tell you, it's going to take us backwards.
And
Look, it is pure denial for anyone to think that this government of national confusion with 11 parties now, I think Bossa is going to join, all of these small parties are going to join, everyone except for the EFF and the MK is going to join this nonsense, and the ATM. It is pure denial to think that these people are going to be able to work with each other going forward. Pure denial. Everybody knows how difficult it is to have your enemy breathing down your neck. Because the issue is that the ANC wants to prove to the DA that you are corrupt, you could not deliver services, and we are better than you. But us who are woke and who are able to do research, we know that the DA is not even doing well in the Western Cape. The issue with the DA in the Western Cape is that there is white people and colored people who don't want black people, honestly. They don't want the black party, they don't want anything, so they vote for the DA. But when it comes to service delivery, only happens in the CBD of Cape Town and the suburb areas. Nowhere else outside Cape Town do you get excellent services. And it's not to say that those services are excellent. Even the population is not that big because it's expensive to stay anywhere near town in the Western Cape. You understand what I'm saying? The rest of Western Cape, Beaufort West, Three Sisters, Khayelitsha, Langa, everywhere, the people live in squalor. You don't understand what is going on in the Western Cape. I mean, we are wise enough to make our research about the DA and the racism. And the racism, we don't have to hear it from other people. We hear it from former DA leader. In fact, the former DA leader, Mmusi Maimane, said the DA is a racist party. They see color. They pretend as if they don't see it, but they see color. He experienced it, but it took him that long. That's why Usiviwe, the current Minister of Education, she will also leave the DA that coconut, and she will also say the same thing that Herman Mashaba said, the same thing that Mmusi Maimane said. Because all of them are saying the same thing. People who are leaving the DA from leadership positions are saying, oh my God, what a racist party. But because when they were there, they were gaining, they did not want to speak out. That is the nature of human. When they gain, when they get out, they start singing. But anyway, Panyaza is telling us, this thing cannot work. You have too many people who are pulling in different direction. And then the end of the game is that the party interest overshadows the people's interest. Everyone wants to prove that their party is better than this party. It's not going to work. But let me say this in conclusion. Panyaza is not in charge of Gauteng. He is the premier, yes, but he's not in charge of Gauteng. Panyaza will be called down like a small boy. Called in tonight, I'm sure. As you see, it's to 12 o'clock now. They have called him, and Cyril Ramaphosa and the leadership of the ANC have called him and said, listen, you cannot mess around what we are doing nationally. Don't start problems now, Panyaza, man. We are trying to fix this thing, Panyaza, man. The masters have spoken. They have bought this party. This party does not belong to us anymore, Panyaza. Give these people those 3 or 4 MECs that they want. Because that's what I hear that they are demanding. 3 to 4 MECs. Imagine. Imagine. And remember, they probably want only 2, but very influential ones. But we'll have to see what is going to happen. We have to see. I mean, we have situations where nationally people abozikalala are deputies to people that have only matric. Aye, this is a joke, yo. This is a joke. And the DA is the one that wants to tell us Africans about cadre deployment. You guys are playing jokes. Talk about merit. How did a matriculant qualify to be the Minister of Agriculture? You tell me how, what do they know about, what do they know, so for me it's very interesting to see what Gauteng is going to turn out to be. But though we are sad and hurting that, because at the end of the day it's our people that are going to suffer, and we as Pan-Africanists understand that, but also we are in a way folding our arms and saying, we told you so. What did you think? But like the EFF, we are always willing to lift our hand, our helping hand for the ANC, to say, come, let's save you. You don't need those people. Take the EFF, take the MK, you rule over Gauteng. Take the EFF, take the Patriotic Alliance, you rule over Gauteng. Take the EFF, take who can they take? Take the EFF, take which other small parties got a seat in Gauteng? Oh my God, Rise Mzansi, no. No. No, IFP. Take the ACDP. Take the ACDP, take that Bossa, it's fine. Sellouts also. Oh, no. Take the EFF and take Action SA. Or EFF, Action SA, and what you call the PA. Take those people, work with them in Gauteng. For me, that's a simple solution to what the DA is trying to push them into a corner. Those parties are probably going to demand one ministry each. You take 3 ministries, you take 1 ministries and you give it to them. They are fine. They're going to rule Gauteng with you guys. It keeps the DA out of power. We as Pan-Africanists, we don't want the DA anywhere close to power. Because it's going to hurt, guys, to tell you guys, we told you so. But that we told you so makes us also suffer. You understand what I'm saying? Let's wait and see. Today, Panyaza will announce, and I'm telling you, the DA will get what they want. Nasty span. I'm telling you. But anyway, if you enjoy this content, make sure that you subscribe. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Let me hear what you guys have to say about this. Do you think your boy King is right, that he will toe the line, that they will tell him, listen, come back to your senses? They call him to order and he gives the DA whatever the DA wants. Or do you think that Panyaza actually have got 2 balls, or at least a half a ball, that he will consult with the EFF? Because they need the EFF. Nationally, anyway, they need the EFF to say, let's ignore the DA, but we can take the EFF. And if they do that, the war between the DA and the ANC will have officially begun. So I don't think that the ANC would want to do that, because the ANC wants to kiss the ass of the DA and ignore their brothers and sisters of the EFF and the MK. You can't tell me that the EFF and the MK is a bigger threat to the ANC more than the DA. I'm sure you are not okay in your mind if you say that. But anyway, let's meet next time, guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.